It is an impressive looking sight when all the golf carts are lined up ready for a golf tournament at the North Country Golf Club. Calvin Castine on the morning of July 20th, 2014. We're here at the Rouse's Point Golf Club just outside of beautiful downtown Rouse's Point in the town of Champlain for a golf tournament to benefit the North Country Honor Flight. We'll be getting the opening ceremonies and perhaps have an opportunity to chat with some of the organizers. It looks like the ceremonies will be conducted on the back porch here at the golf club. Here's another view of more carts. And way over that away are the carts we saw from the parking lot. So a whole lot of golfers have entered this, and it looks like it's going to be a highly successful tournament and perfect weather today for this North Country Golf Club Honor Flight, North Country Honor Flight tournament. What better place for a North Country Honor Flight tournament than the North Country Golf Club? It's only 20 minutes before 11, or before 10, I should say. 20 minutes before 11. Okay, before 11. I'm losing track, and I'm glad you're on track.
Well, I'm not quite sure what time it is because we've been out here since about 7:15 and setting up for everybody and getting everything, putting the signs out and getting the vets welcoming in, setting up for our auction, which we have unbelievable amount of stuff to sell.
Oh, great.
And the people have just been absolutely incredible. Can't say enough about the locals. They're beyond belief.
Tom Juno, this was your home course when you were growing up. Are you still a member here?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I've been a member for I don't know how many years at this point. I stopped for a while when the kids were growing up and we were living in New Jersey, but when I came back, and Nap Light, one of the World War II vets, was so instrumental in me coming back to Plattsburgh. It was kind of good. And it's nice. He's playing with Howard Jennings and Gary Bingle today, and it's a nice little setup for him, so it's very good. So
I know Rodney Wright. I saw him the other day. He's one of the World War II vets that's supposed to be ceremonial first tee off here, and he's been practicing.
He's been practicing. Well, we have boy, I got to remember. I'm drawing a blank here.
Well, that's all right.
As to who's actually hitting the ceremonial first tee off, I know Mr. Hobbs is doing it. I know that Nap Light is doing it. I know that Rodney Wright's doing it. And I believe there's two others, but I'm drawing a blank as to who they are at this point.
We'll find out very shortly here.
yeah. It's an amazing turnout. You look at the people, everybody's excited.
How many? Do you have a count?
We have 168 golfers, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And we wanted to cut it off at fewer, but it just and we cut it off like 3.5 weeks ago, the entry fee, and if it had been, we could have probably had a double shotgun start. There were so many people interested, and we have money that we got to send back to people because because there's just not enough room.
Yeah.
And as it is, it's too many, but it's worth it. The cause is worth it, and I'm going to guess, and what's an amazing factor is we're probably going to have raised between $20,000 and $25,000 when all's said and done, and it's amazing. It's just the people in North Country have been incredible. So.
It was you and Kevin Giro that came up with the idea? How did this come about?
Last year, Kevin and I, after I went on the first honor flight with my father, we were talking about it, and they were supposed to have a golf tournament in Malone, I believe, and that never came off, and we started talking about a year and a half ago probably, about running a golf tournament, and Kevin said it's too late this year, and after all of what's gone on, I can understand that, because we kept talking about it, and finally towards the end of last year we said we're going to do it, and he said, "You in?" I said, "I'm in." So Kevin's just been an incredible, hard-working, well-organized person, because he's done a number of the tournaments in the past for I forgot the names of the tournament he used to run. It was something I don't remember. But anyway, He is well organized. Everything is. My wife and I sit here and we're going, we've lost a lot of sleep over this tournament.
Wake up in the middle of the night.
Wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, did we do this? In fact, I woke up at 1 o'clock this morning. I said, we forgot to have a cash bank for the change. I get here this morning. I go, Kevin, we got a cash bank? Oh yeah, we got a cash bank. I'm like, okay. So
all that lost sleep for nothing.
And it's the same thing. I mean, everything. And I can't say enough about my wife. She's been a bird dog out chasing down and soliciting donations, and almost 99% of the people have donated. It's incredible. I mean, they just rolled out the red carpet for them. It's something that is. It's such a good cause. Everybody's more than happy to do, and you got people. We had some people have no money and they still made donations.
Wow.
And it's just an honor for us to be able to salute all our veterans and those deceased in the wars, those that are have passed away. We've lost, I believe, 6 who have gone on the honor flight, including my father.
Including your dad, yeah.
Yeah, who passed away April 18th. So it's been it's incredible.
Yeah, and and losing the ones who've been on the honor flight emphasizes the fact that we've got to get this done ASAP.
Now. Yeah. And this will probably pay for a couple of flights, because the people, the Guardians all pay their own way,
right.
And the rest is paid by donations from the community. And I know the community should be praised to no end. They are hit up so hard every day, and it's
worthy cause. Every cause is worthy.
And this cause, people had it was almost a blank checkbook for everybody. It's been fabulous. I'm so glad we got to do this, and seeing the veterans in there sitting down, it's just.
They'll be out here on the podium here, and
they're all gonna be sitting up here. Then we're gonna have we have Mitch Willett coming. He's gonna be singing the national anthem. Then I think Gump's gonna make a little speech,
Kevin.
And then Kevin Giroux. And then after that, I believe Mitch sings another. He's gonna sing "God Bless America." And we were supposed to have bagpipes, but somehow signals got crossed, and we couldn't. We didn't end up with anybody. So we're a little. It happens.
Yeah,
and
bagpipes would be nice, but I don't.
And then
people are chatting with each other right now, so it's
perfect.
Yeah, it's still working out.
And then we have John Zerla is going to be our keynote speaker. John's the Clinton County Clerk.
Mm-hmm.
He's been well known. He's been a member of this golf course forever. Just a nice guy. He's going to talk about the honor flight, how it started, what it's all about, and from there it's going to go on to Mitchell sing. There's another song, and I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head.
We're going to find out shortly.
And proud to be in a
something.
No,
well, we'll find out.
Or Born in the USA, or it's something on that line. I don't remember which one.
Let's see, the folks from Post 912 are here in the auxiliary. What do they be doing?
912 is going to be our color honor guard. They're going to be standing around as they walk down to the tee. We also have an honor guard. If you look down on afterwards, Calvin can take a shot of the American flag on, I believe, on the 9th and 18th greens. We're going to have people manning those flags for the groups coming in. They're going to be the honor guard, and they're going to be the guys coming onto the green. Will pick it up, hand it to the honor guard. He'll hold it while that's going on, and then he'll bring it in. I believe all of the people manning them are former veterans, or they are veterans. So they're going to be handling that part of it. And then we have the 5 vets are going to go down, and they'll hit the ceremonial first tee shot. And from there, everybody will head to their tees, and we'll have a 21-gun salute to the vets, and which will start the tournament.
Well, not everybody will head for the tees, because you only got 18 holes, so the rest will be lined up here to tee off at the first tee.
Well, they're going to be. We have.
How many? You get a couple tee off.
We have three groups on this tee. We have three groups on 144, so we get 24. That leaves us 8 groups of 3 on some of the tees, which is a lot.
Yeah,
it's a little.
Well, it's a beautiful day, so people I think we'll enjoy the weather, you know, not the camaraderie and everything else.
The auctions. We've got West Point's donated tickets to, they have a Heroes Day coming up September 6th, which we're auctioning off 4 seats, which my son, his neighbors work at West Point, he lives right near there. They gave us 4 tickets to the football game. We have 4 passes to West Point Golf Club, which are valued at $78 a piece. So it's about a $500 package. We have concert tickets to the New York State Fair along with room. We have a TV donated by Sears. We have baskets. We have cedar chairs, lawn chairs, Adirondack chairs. We had Roger Bodine made a couple of Adirondack chairs for us also. We have all sorts of gift baskets, and you name it, I think it's up there, and we're expecting to raise quite a bit of money out of that also. So. Okay,
well, we got to mention some names here. You said your son, that Corey?
Nope, Matt.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah,
Matt. Your wife. You didn't mention her. You didn't mention Bev's name. You didn't mention your father, Andy's name. So we got to mention.
Well, and that, as my father. That's how I ended up involved in this. Andy was he was a World War II vet. He served in Japan. He was in Okinawa or Nagasaki right after they dropped the bomb, and he landed. They set up for the landing, and when they first left, they were expecting to be doing the landing, not setting up for the landing, because by that time the bomb had been dropped undoubtedly, and they were there. And then Kevin Giroux and his wife Darlene, and Dale Sears and his wife Tammy have been instrumental. Billy Glode and Don Glode. We also have Bobby Dumanel. Jimmy Favreau, who got some great donations. He got 4 passes to Vermont National Golf Course, which we're auctioning off, which are a $400 or $500 value. We also, I'm missing some people, I'm sure.
You're to blame. Once you start mentioning.
There's some others, and it's nice to have post. It's 9/12 from Ross's Point here doing. They come to all the veterans memorials.
Every send-off at the airport, they're there.
Every time. It's nice. It's the same guys here all the time, which is it says a lot about what they do and how they do it, and their dedication to the veterans, the World War II vets, and everything. So
old Howard Jennings there taking a picture here. There you go. Something for your scrapbook, Tom.
Well, we're going to Africa, and he's going to be my personal photographer going on that trip.
Looks like I got a turn here. He looks like he's ready to go.
Personal photographer, but I'm still doing weddings.
Actually, Howard's donated a gift package for a family gift package for a family photo. $200 value, which we're going to auction off also.
There was a picture on Facebook recently of his
Loons.
hockey days at the Plattsburgh State when it was a club sport. It was beyond shoulder length.
Well, he was in Adirondack magazine this past. The pictures. I don't know if you noticed it. And I don't know the exact name of the magazine. He would know. But he was front page. He had pictures of a loon. He goes up to Chazy Lake, where he has a camp, and he's got a picture of this mother with the baby on its back.
Oh my.
And he's got the baby, and he's got the golden eye and everything. Oh, he does a great job of photography.
And he does weddings, as he just said. You don't have to be a loon to get a picture taken by Howard, but it helps if you're a loon.
Yep, that's for sure.
All right. Anything else, Tom? I tackled you here. I tripped you.
I think they're probably looking for me inside. I probably should get back and help
Where the heck is he?
And I see our vets are starting to come in and sit down.
It's about 8 minutes off here. We're getting closer. Thanks, Tom Juno.
Thank you.
All right. We're continuing here at the North Country Golf Club, and a picture-perfect day, what they call a Chamber of Commerce day. And it certainly is. And we hope to get the ceremonies and try to do justice for everything that they're doing here today.
For our national security, peace, and freedom we enjoy today. We're going to start with the Marine Corps hymn. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, this is the Castaways.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles on the air, land, and sea. the title of the United States Marine. Want to go the second time in harmony? All right.
We'll do it in harmony this next time. How about that?
So we're going to go to the Air Force on this one.
All right. This time we'll be in harmony. We're going to harmonize.
2, 3, 4. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, so we're gonna need our thunder. Atom boys, giving a gun. Down we dive, scouting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in flames, we down, down in flames. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. Looks like there's a little Air Force devotees out there. Army's next. Oh, we're gonna get them all. We'll get them all.
Getting requests from the gallery.
Over hill, tail, we hit the dusty trail as the Army goes rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, round and march you right about as the Army goes marching along. It's a high, high lead, a field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong. Wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along. That the Army goes rolling along. Oh, there's the Army.
No, you stay.
Okay, being retired Navy, this is my favorite one. Two, three, four. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to foreign shores, we sail at the break of day. And through all last night ashore, drink to the foe, until we meet again. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. All right. We got them all in. Don't have the coasties with us, we're sorry. We're working on the coasties. Trying to find one for the coasties is a little hard. One more? That's one more song.
I don't, Kevin, ready? We don't want to hold up the golf tournament either.
Looks like Kevin Zero might be ready to go.
Hey, go. What's that, buddy? You ready?
We're ready.
Everybody, if I could I get everybody from here to move down to the front so you can see what's going on here, if you would, please?
That's a lot of folks. 168 of these people are going to be teeing off today. How about that, huh? Kevin Giro again.
Good morning, everybody. We got a great day. We're going to have a few ceremonies. And first thing, I want to thank everybody for showing up here today, just for the ceremony or showing up to play. you guys are the big part of this. You're huge. There's going to be it's going to be a short ceremony. There's going to be a few thank yous, some music for your entertainment, one guest speaker, and I can assure you that he is going to be short because I've already told him I've got the hook ready for him. So if he's too long-winded, I'm going to snake him off from there.
Okay.
We're going to have 4 World War II veterans that are going to hit opening tee shots to open this tournament, which is going to be kind of neat, I think. And you'll have to excuse my voice. I've been kind of shouting here a little bit, but anyway. But before we get started on all that, I would like everyone to kindly remove their hats and join the castaways in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light, all the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare were bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Well, almost everybody stood up.
Good job, castaways. Before we get started here with the ceremonies, too, there's one more thing I would like to ask. I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for all the deceased military personnel who served our nation, and especially Jim Fountain. Recently passed away, and Jim was a very valued member of the Honor Flight organization. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. We're here today, guys, for a few reasons. Number one, raise some money for the North Country Honor Flight organization. Out there, you're going to see some raffles. There's going to be an auction after dinner. We're going to ask you to open your wallets here today, okay? It costs a lot of money to bring these vets to Washington to see their memorial. And we're going to ask you for your money today. I've gone on one of those honor flights as a guardian, as some of these other people in this audience have, and I can tell you it is one of the most uplifting experiences I've ever had in my life. To see the look of joy and pride on those veterans' faces on those flights is priceless. If you ever get a chance to experience it, do it. And sorry if I get a little emotional, they're close to my heart. We're also here to honor those veterans that are sitting here today for their sacrifice in serving our nation too. But we're also here to have fun. There's going to be beer, water, soda on the course. Our snack shack is going to be open. Janie probably has the best hamburgers in the world. So stop in there, get a little bite to eat, help support North Country Golf Course too. Soda and water is probably going to be delivered with a veteran and our volunteers out on the course. So you'll see them throughout the day also. Now a couple things, just maintenance on this tournament. As you can see, we've got a very full field. We're going to ask you to keep up to that group in front of you, by all means. We've got a long day ahead of us. Our auction, we've got a ton of auction items in there and some nice stuff. But keep up to the group in front of you. And to help you do that, we're going to have a maximum of 2 putts per hole. Everybody's going to get 1 crack at it once you get on the putting surface. If that doesn't go in the hole, pick up your ball, go to the next tee. That's how we're going to help to move this along. One other thing you're going to see different about this tournament, probably in any other you've played in, is you'll see the 9th and 18th greens have the U.S. flag in the hole. Do not pull that pin out of the hole and throw it on the ground like you're used to doing. Don't do that. Remove the pin once you no longer need it. Walk off the green with it. Hand it to the service member that's going to be standing on the edge of the green. He'll tend the pin until your hole is completed. Once your hole is completed, retrieve the flag from that service member, thank him for his service, put the pin back in the hole, and carry on to the next hole. Another thing's going to be a little different. There won't be a siren to begin play here today. There's going to be a rifle salute from American Legion Rouse's Point to start our tournament, which is kind of different. I have some people I have to thank before we get started. First person, Calvin Castine from Hometown Cable. Hometown Cable has been right with the Honor Flight organization right from the get-go. And I want to thank Calvin for covering our event today and for his commitment to the North Country Honor Flight. I'd also like to thank the American Legion Post 912 from Rouse's Point for providing the honor guard for today's tournament, and also the Ladies Auxiliary from Post 12. Those guys have also been a big part of the organization since day one. Also special thanks to our retired service members who are going to be tending that 9th and 18th pin today. You guys are providing a nice touch to this tournament. Now I'd like you to join me and the Castaways in the singing of God Bless America.
God bless America. Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountain to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home.
like to introduce our guest speaker for today, John Zerlo, our Clinton County Clerk. John?
Did he say county jerk? It's all right, I answer to both titles. Good morning, everyone. What a great day we have for this honor that we are giving to our World War II veterans and to play in this honor flight golf outing. The Lord certainly has taken good care of us this morning. And standing here looking at this beautiful green, maybe 6-7 weeks ago it wasn't so beautiful, but it certainly is today. And this green fairway reminds me of just a short little golf story. A father took his young son to the golf course to play for the very first time, and he teed up the son's ball, and the son took a big swing and whiffed. The only thing he accomplished was to disturb hundreds of ants that were on the turf, never knocking the ball off the tee. He took a second swing, again accomplishing pretty much the same, disturbing many ants, and the ball remaining on the tee. The ants grouped together, had a little meeting, and decided that if they were going to survive this terrible onslaught, they had better climb up and get on the ball. Well, that didn't go very good. Y'all have it now? I have many more, but no more for today. I'm extremely pleased to have been invited here today to join you and honor our World War II veterans who fought so valiantly to preserve the principles of democracy upon which our nation was founded, and so willingly fought on our behalf, unknowing of whether their lives would be the ultimate sacrifice that they would make for their country. I would like to begin my words of thanks and remembrance by briefly explaining how the Honor Flight Tour originated. And as Kevin said, from what I have heard, the comments that I have received, if you ever have the experience to go as a guardian with a World War II veteran, certainly take that advantage. It's apparently a super time. But the Honor Flight program was conceived by Earl Morse, a physician's assistant and retired Air Force captain. Earl wanted to honor the veterans he had taken care of for more than 29 years. After retiring from the Air Force in 1998, Earl was hired by the Department of Veterans Affairs to work in a small clinic in Springfield, Ohio. In May of 2004, the World War II Memorial was finally completed and dedicated. And quickly, this became the topic of many of Earl's patients. And Earl repeatedly asked them if they would ever visit their memorial. Most felt that they eventually would. They'd somehow make it to D.C. with maybe a family member or a friend. As summer turned into fall, fall into winter, these same veterans returned to see Earl in his office for follow-up. And Earl asked, "How did you do?" By now, most of the veterans, reality had settled in. It was clear to most that it simply wasn't financially feasible or physically possible for them to make the journey. Most of these senior heroes were in their 80s and lacked the physical wherewithal to complete the trip on their own. Earl could tell that the majority of the veterans had given up all hope of ever visiting their memorial that was specifically created for their services as well as the services of their comrades who paid the ultimate price. That's when Earl decided that there had to be a way to get these heroes to D.C. to see their memorial. In addition to becoming a physician's assistant, Earl was also a private pilot and a member of one of the nation's largest and best aero clubs, located at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. In December of '04, Earl asked one of his World War II veteran patients if it would be all right if he, Earl, could take him and fly him to D.C., free of charge, to visit the memorial. His patient broke down and cried. he told Earl that at his age he would probably never get to see his memorial otherwise, and graciously accepted the offer. It didn't take long for Earl to realize that there were many other veterans who would have the same reaction, so he started asking for help from other pilots to make these dreams become a reality. In January of '05, Earl addressed 150 members of his Aero Club, outlining his volunteer program to fly veterans to their memorial. There were two major stipulations to his request. The first was that the veterans pay nothing. The second was that the pilots personally escort the veterans to D.C. and stay with them all day, the entire day. After Earl spoke to 11 pilots he had never met, they had never met his patients, they stepped up to volunteer, and Honor Flight was born. The mission and ideals of the program began to spread across America, as it did here in the North Country, as dedicated leaders came aboard. Thus far, over 150,000 veterans have been transported to Washington to see their memorial. The honor flights are incredibly important because our World War II veterans are not only responsible for saving the American way of life from destruction, they built the country that exists today. They saved the world. And so, when we have a moment like this, an honor flight, when we can all come together to express our gratitude to this generation and their families who supported them, it's really an important moment. On the eve of D-Day, General Eisenhower's inspiring words, the order of the day for June 6, 1944, were given to every American soldier. He told them that their task will not be an easy one, as the enemy was well trained and fight savagely. Our soldiers carried the order of the day in their knapsacks, in their pockets, as they landed on the beaches of Normandy to do battle against Nazi Germany. It was a day that changed the course of history. Were it not for the courage and determination of our World War II veterans in 1944, our world today would be very different indeed. In company with our allies, you brought about the destruction of the German war machine, the elimination of Nazi Germany, elimination of natural tyranny over the oppressed people of Europe, and security for ourselves in a free world. Of all the wars in recent history, it was World War II that truly threatened our very existence as a nation and as a culturally diverse, free society. As former President Ronald Reagan said in his farewell speech to the American people, and I quote, "The price for freedom has been very high, but we were never unwilling to pay that price. Peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will not negotiate it for it, we will not sacrifice for it, or we will not surrender for it, now or forever. We are Americans," end quote. The World War II veteran is one of our greatest treasures. They answered our nation's call in times of our greatest need. This extraordinary generation of young men and women found themselves facing life-threatening danger and the kind of responsibility few would be prepared to shoulder today. The veterans of World War II displayed astonishing courage and resilience, united by honor and bound by the fellowship of their comrades. Those heroes also face insurmountable challenges assimilating back to civilian life. Those who made it home, all over 80 years old today, and many over 90, are members of a passing generation. So Honor Flight is the last chance for them to tell their stories. It is an uplifting tribute to a remarkable generation and a chance to find inspiration from their heroism. The greatest generation deserves to be called more than heroes. So the specific mission of the Honor Flight project is to make sure that every local town veteran is identified and given the chance to be flown to Washington, all expenses paid, so that they can view the memorial and receive a day of honor and remembrance, and for us to pay tribute to those who gave so much. As Will Rogers once said, "We can't all be heroes, but some of us have to stand on the curb and clap as they go by. And those of you who experienced the honor flight trip understand this and have relayed to me comments such as, "Trip of a lifetime, brings back beautiful memories, heartwarming, very emotional day, greatest trip in the world," not only from the veterans, but from the guardians as well. According to the Department of Veteran Affairs, an estimated 800 World War II veterans die every day. Here in Clinton County, 2 die each week. Our time to express thanks to these brave men and women is running out. They were willing to put their bodies and their lives in harm's way to protect our precious freedoms. Many have paid the ultimate price. In the future, Honor Flight will also pay tribute to America's other heroes who served during the Korean and Vietnam Wars, followed by veterans of more current wars. They too have given much, and it's time we show them that their efforts have not been forgotten. Thank you, Kevin, wherever you are. Kevin did a hell of a job organizing this with this wonderful committee of 15 or 20. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, golfers, for participating in this golf outing today, as the funds raised will help continue to bring our World War II veterans to Washington to achieve their dream of seeing their memorial. Our way of saying to all of our World War II veterans, one more tour with honor. Best wishes for wonderful health and smooth sailing in the future years. It has been a great honor for me to be with such special people today, and no more than my predecessor, Vernon Inhofe. Thank you. God bless you. God bless America.
One other thing, I hear we may have a little confusion on the 1-putt or the 2-putt thing. You're going to have to add 1 stroke after you take that first crack at it. I know how you are, Provost. It is a strictly scramble format, like we're all used to playing. Play out of the same terrain as where your ball is, but you have to take max 2 putts per green if you don't make it on the first one. Could I get Bobby Dumel, Bill Glode, and Jim Favreau up here on the deck, please? I have, this is a little out of the realm here. This wasn't planned on, but I have a presentation I'd like to make. This guy has been overwhelming in his support for this and things he's done for us to get this tournament off the ground. And I'd like to get him up here if I could. Dustin Beauregard. Dustin is our club pro here, club manager, chief cook and bottle washer. He does it all. It's the best place in the world to have a tournament, believe me. This is a little different. This is normally given to people who go on the honor flight, but we're going to change that today. Dustin? That's an honor flight coat. They are given to veterans and guardians who go on the honor flights. The castaways are now going to entertain you with God Bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start all over with just my children and my wife, well, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today. where that flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. For there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes, Minnesota, to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from the boroughs of New York to the streets of LA. There's a pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and stand. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. For there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. For there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Thank you. And thank you, veterans. Thank you all.
Good job, castaways. Okay, guys, I'd like to introduce the people who we are here for. Gentlemen, when I call your name, I'd like you to stand and remain standing. Bernard Amell, U.S. Marine Corps. Albert Goki, U.S. Army. Carl Hobbs is in our crowd here somewhere. U.S. Navy. Art Lefebvre is in our crowd somewhere. U.S. Army. Napoleon White, I saw him out there before. U.S. Army. Dave Mitchell, Army Air Corps. Frank Reynolds, Army Air Corps. Charlie Smith, U.S. Army. Rodney Wright, U.S. Army. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our heroes for today. The veterans are now going to be escorted by the Legion Auxiliary from here to that first tee box, and we're going to have 4 veterans. They're going to hit ceremonial tee shots to open this tournament. While we're being escorted, folks, would you please give them a warm round of applause, which they so rightly deserve.
A reminder, we are at the North Country Golf Club just outside of the village of Rouse's Point. And we're here for a golf tournament on this July 20th, 2014. To raise funds for the North Country Honor Flight. And if you've been listening, you understand that this Honor Flight sends World War II veterans to see their World War II monument in Washington, D.C. at no charge for the veterans. If you know of a veteran who served in World War II, who has not had the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. to see his or her World War II monument, you can contact the North Country Honor Flight. They have a website and a Facebook page. And if all else fails, you can contact Hometown Cable, and we can certainly find a way to get you in touch with them. The American Legion Post 912 Auxiliary, escorting the veterans down along with some of the volunteers that were here today, helping out to put this on. Temperature is going to be in the 80s by the time this day is over, so it's a nice, nearly cloudless day. A great day in the North Country. Not sure if we'll be able to see that tee. Depends on what's going to happen with the people. I think we may have to physically move here so we can make sure we can get to see the tee off. All right, we're making our way through. We have to go through a sand trap, so we'll be in trouble. Carl Hobbs. We'll try to remain out of the line of fire. Alright, we've made our way down to the first tee.
Yep. Okay, Carl's up. Carl's first.
Carl Hobbs. That was a practice. Keep your elbows in.
Take your time. Take your time. There's only 200 people watching.
There we go. There we go. That's a drive to be proud of. With his own cheering gallery right here. Art Lefebvre. At least he knows what end to hold. Whoop. There's a shot. We'll be taking a tour around the town of Plattsburgh very shortly with Art Lefebvre, longtime town supervisor in Plattsburgh, and he's going to give us an Art Lefebvre personal tour of the town of Plattsburgh and the history of the last 40 years. Here's the Napoleon Light. We did a nice show with Knapp on the maneuvers of 1939 that took place in and around the North Country. There we go. Knapp, a few years back, golfed his age. And it looks like he's ready to do it again.
Last on the tee box, Mr. Rodney Wright.
All right, Rodney Wright. He's been practicing. We did a program with Rodney and the late Rodney Garand on the, I believe it was the Battle of the Bulge that we did a show on with him on World War II history. There we go, Rodney. Rodney, he didn't get, he scared the heck out of the seagulls, let me tell you that. Whoop, here we go, where are we? There we go, where's Rodney? There we go, there we go. All right. Now this is not going to be a shotgun start. You heard that. It's going to be a salute start. They're going to have the honor guard from the American Legion Post 912, and they will be doing the salute. So let's see. We should have. I think Jim said as many as 8 of the holes are going to have 3 ready to tee off. So the other 10 will have 2. Alan Kaufman trying to clear up the path here so the carts can come through. So there'll be 20 from the other 10 and 24 from the 3 that are being triple decked. So that'll be about 44 carts taken off right now. Knapp?
Nap Light.
I know Knapp Light.
How are you?
Good. How you doing? Whoa! All right. Okay, I was under the impression that would be the shotgun start, but they shot a little early here, so we'll wait till everybody is taken off. All right, Tommy Juno's going to pick up Knapp Light and carry him around here. They will not have to walk back up the hill.
You guys picking you up also? They weren't supposed to do that.
I know, they're supposed to be the shotgun start.
Well, Tom's probably going to say it was my fault.
It's your fault, Tom.
Hey. See if my golf game is as bad as it's been.
Okay, we just wanted to get a little shot of the parade of golf carts taken off here. Of course, not everybody's going to be able to move into position. They're still a whole lot of flags on these golf carts. That's certainly not normal here, but because of the honor flight, a whole lot of American flags are being flown in this tournament. Not sure if the Woodmen of the World provided them or if the honor flight provided them. Whenever I see mass quantities of American flags, I immediately think of the Woodmen of the World. I'm in my possession right now of a couple of stars and stripes, the battle Star-Spangled Banners. We're going to make sure they get utilized in this year of the remembering the 20th anniversary of the Battle of Plattsburgh. Okay, we're going to pause for now and see what they're going to do about this official tee time. There's another view toward the course of the carts heading out. Everybody heading for their assigned tees. Okay, we're going to take one final view here as we bid adieu to this tournament. It's exactly noon right now, and this is a view from the deck here at of the North Country Golf Club. Excellent job done by everyone here today, including the weatherman. It's just a fantastic day in the North Country, and we're pleased to be here and spend a couple hours with this worthwhile endeavor. So we'll thank you for watching. You're watching a viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. TV we think is worth your support. And we just can't say enough about the job that Kevin Giro, Tom Juno, and all their volunteers did to make this all happen, including the folks here at the North Country Golf Club. Thanks for watching. And after I signed off, I remembered that I did want to mention the names of both castaways. Earlier, Mitch Willette's name got mentioned when I was talking with Tommy Juno, and the other castaway is Mel Frechette. So together, Mitch Willette and Mel Frechette are known as the Castaways, and they always do a great job. So now we can say, once again, thanks for watching.